so stupid.
Yeah, Dog Merrill. I'll tell you what, we're in a cherry orchard.
The hills are alive with the look of cherries.
Gorgeous, isn't it?
That
Hey,
is
we're
great.
going to do some great cherry recipes, and I'm not really don't have a lot of knowledge on cherries, and maybe in a little while we can find someone that does.
Okay, that would be
But
great.
I want to get my sauce going. I marinated these gorgeous chicken breasts in a wonderful sauce that I got off the website for Cherry Delite. It's actually countryovens.com. Countryovens.com. The good folks in Forestville at Cherry Delite allowed us into this cherry orchard. We don't know much about it. I've never been in a cherry orchard before.
You know, I haven't either. I read a book called The Cherry Orchard once.
Really?
Yeah, there's a play by The Cherry Orchard, too.
Huh.
See, that's all I know about cherries.
Wait, hold
What?
on. I'm a pickin' and I'm a grinning. Terrible.
Oh,
Terrible. Okay.
Then we're going to list back in the cherry orchard again. Okay, let's get going here. Come on.
The recipe I got off the website from Country Ovens, from Cherry Delite, is a great little, has a little zing to it. It's a little south of the border type recipe, and it goes like this. It has a little bit of, I'm gonna let my pan heat up while I'm stirring here. It has a little bit of
Chicken broth, I bet.
about a half a cup of chicken broth in
Yep.
there. I'm gonna add about a cup of dried cherries.
For flavor.
Yes, it is. It's gonna be good. And we're gonna learn a little bit about health benefits if we can find somebody on doing cherries. We have the chipotle peppers in the adobo sauce.
Whoa, a little spicy
So a
there,
couple tablespoons of those chopped
Okay.
up. We have allspice and thyme mixed together in there. And I'm going to put about a third cup of cherry preserves from Cherry Delite in the sauce itself too. This is the marinade that I used and marinated the chicken breast overnight.
Okay.
A couple teaspoons of cider vinegar, apple
All right.
cider vinegar. And it calls for ketchup, but I'm going to use our spicy, which has a little bit of a habanero base to it.
That'll give it a little zing.
So we're going to add a little bit of our spicy barbecue sauce. And it looks like all the ingredients I need are in that pan.
Okay.
So I'm going to give those a little bit of a stir. And ask you to pour this over the chicken breast when it's done. And the chicken breasts have been cooking just wonderfully. They smell fantastic on the grill. And we do the chicken breast for about 5 to 6 minutes on both sides, which gives you the directions in the recipe also. Now we need to find out about cherries. How are we going to do that, Merle?
Oh, cherries. A little bit of cherries.
There's a young lady over there. Let's go find that young lady.
Aha, young lady, there she is.
Come here, we'll be right back,
Yes,
folks.
yes.
Jennifer, come on over
Come on,
here.
Jennifer. Hi-ho. Jennifer, thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Come right on in, make yourself comfy.
Well, I'll tell you what, we thank you for having us here.
Well, thanks for coming out.
And whose orchard are we in?
We are actually in Patrina's Orchard.
Patrina's.
Patrina's.
Which is just south of Sturgeon Bay in beautiful Door County.
Okay. Beautiful place here, that's for sure. I
It's
love it.
And how many acres? Tell us a little bit about the history of cherries in Door County.
Okay, well, the history of Door County cherries starts back in 1912. There used to be about 12,000 acres of cherry orchards. The Niagara Escarpment is actually what makes Door County so
Suitable?
so suitable to
Yeah.
grow the cherries. It's
Sure.
got a bedstone rock
Sure.
with a low level of soil on top of it, and then the natural climates between Lake Michigan and Green Bay waters makes for the perfect growing
I
environment.
bet. Now, this is actually, right now we're in early June, but the cherries blossom like they are today, and we got some beautiful footage of the cherries being in blossom.
Yes.
But right around end of May usually?
End of May, beginning of June. That's usually when they blossom, and it actually attracts people from all over the country. Come up here to view the blossoms during
The ones that
peak
can't make it
season.
to Washington, D.C.
That's right.
Come here, come to Door
That's
County,
right.
come where the cherries
Theirs are
are.
actually sweet cherries. Ours are the tart cherries, Montmorency
all
tart
right.
cherry.
That's right. And then, good year this year?
This year is going to be a great year. It looks like the crops are really going to do well.
Yep.
We got a lot of rain, not a lot of freezing after blossom started, so we should have a great crop.
Big plump cherries?
Big plump cherries, lots of rain.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about the health benefits of cherries, because I'll tell you, I'm a big cherry lover. I drink the cherry juice. You know, I was really surprised today. I actually used your marinade, Cherry Delite marinade. I marinated these sweet potatoes. I'm going to pour that in and marinate them for 4 to 5 hours and grill them the direct method of cooking. Now, what's really nice on this marinade, just to give you one health benefit, this only has 1 gram of sugar. When I'm seasoning it, that's just 1 gram of sugar, which is really good. Basically, for people out there that have high sugar counts or whatever, the sugar's very low. And another big thing is, I'm a good candidate of the good old gout and arthritis, and I swear by cherries. I really do. If you have problems with arthritis, try the cherries. I'm surprised of how many people that I've talked to that say, well, I've never tried that. Try it. It works. It really does.
Athletes are now using it also.
Oh, really?
Yeah, to help to relieve the inflammation in their muscle
after
a vigorous workout. That same anti-inflammatory property that works in the arthritis and gout also works in sore, achy muscle.
And they're high in melatonin?
Melatonin, right. It's the highest source of natural melatonin.
And explain melatonin.
Melatonin is a natural chemical that's produced in your body at nighttime that helps restore your sleep patterns. So the melatonin in the cherries, take a glass of it before you go to bed, an hour before bed, and it helps to put you out.
Great.
Put us out.
Put you out. Knock you out.
I need that. Speaking of putting out, that's also good in Captain.
That's right.
A little rum comes out really good, and a little vodka. There's nothing like that. And for you people that don't drink, just good old cherry juice on the rocks. It's very flavorful. Very
and let's talk about a little bit about Country Ovens itself and Cherry Delite in Forestville. You've been in business for how long?
27 years.
Yep.
This is the 28th year we're going into. It was started by Mike and Kathy.
And Mike and Kathy are still the folks that have it.
That's right. They are still the ones that have it, and we're expanding our product line. We have the natural dried cherries. We just put on just started drying a Ballatin cherry, which is also great for people who have to watch their sugar intake. It's there's no added sugar to it.
Yeah, I'm really surprised on that. Back again on the marinade and everything. I mean, we get asked all the time with something really low in sugar, and that's something that a lot of people do not realize.
Right. It is low in sugar, and then when you don't, we have the unsweetened cherry juice now too. That came out last summer, and that's really great for people who have to watch the.
That's great.
And then what other products? I know when we visit you folks in Forestville at Cherry Delite, you go in there and you got all those great little treats that you can sample, all the dried cherries and chocolate-covered cherries and blueberries.
Blueberries and cranberries and...
Yep.
The chocolate's by far, I think, everyone's favorite. Dark chocolate-covered cherry.
They are delicious. Yeah, exactly right. And then you have different types of juices and a new unsweetened one.
We have an unsweetened juice, and then we also have it's 100%, it's the pure juice with apple juice mixed. So it kind of sweetens it up a little bit that way. But it's a real nice flavor. It's a very nice blend of cherry and apple.
And folks can come up to Forestville 6 days a week?
7.
7 days.
7 days. We'll be there.
And you know what? There are 7 days in a week.
There is.
So you can go every day of the week.
Pick
that's
any
for
one
sure.
you want.
Okay. And what we're going to do now is we're going to take our chicken breast. Jennifer, I got this off your website, this beautiful recipe. And we're going to take the chicken breast and we're going to place those done chicken breast on this platter. And I'm going to take the sauce, which was the same sauce we used as a marinade. I reduced it to half.
Very good, sir.
You got to smell this. Honestly,
well,
you know what?
I
was going to say that earlier. It's amazing. I could smell the cherries when that was going on.
And that goes over the top of the chicken breast.
Ooh,
and that's going to be just absolutely delicious. I'm going to spread that out so we can still see the little bit of the chicken there. But and I'm going to place those Merrill sweet potatoes. I'm going to do this real fast.
Yeah, so sweet potatoes can have them plain, but if you want to sweeten it up a little bit, there again, people don't realize cherry syrup. You make a cherry syrup. You drizzle that over there if you want it a little bit more sweeter, which comes out really good.
The cherry syrup from Cherry Delite gets just a little bit of drizzle over the top.
Just very little is all you need. Beautiful. He's doing a good presentation.
And you have these new sprinkles. I'm doing the maple syrup, but you have an almond one, a chocolate one, and a cherry one by itself.
Yep, our original Cherry Delite sprinkles. And
I know my cherry sprinkles.
Boy, I'll tell you, this guy's no idiot.
You're good
for
at this.
sure. He is.
A few sprinkles over the top, and I appreciate that. Well, you folks can learn more about cherries by going on countryovens.com, and learn about cherries and all the great health benefits and some great recipes. Jennifer, thanks for spending some time with us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. It's great.
It smells great.
Thank you
Happy
much,
grilling,
folks.
everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you.